Keep this in mind, okay? 122 follow a mainly traditional approach with the explicit teaching of grammar. Remember, 150 of them believe that traditional grammar structural approach doesn't teach language for communication, but 122 use this method. If you don't believe it, why are you using it? I don't know. I'm not that professor right now. I need to study more to get to their level, okay? 115 hold firmly, okay? It's like töre. I will kill for it kind of thing. To the belief that grammar is central to language learning. If you don't know reported speech, you don't know English, okay? Be careful. 117 use grammar terminology, meta-language, a lot of them, while teaching in the classroom. So poor kids are learning two languages at the same time, English and meta-language. 132 of them assert that they switch to Turkish when they feel that students cannot understand what they're saying, and this feeling is a very common feeling. In fact, 101 say that they translate each and every sentence anyways. So it's very much like if it's a song, ba ba black sheep, me me kara koyun. So everything. Even it's a song, it has to be translated, okay? If I have any graduates of translation, interpretation departments, I'm terribly sorry, but you don't have a job anymore because we are training interpreters and translators to replace you guys. 92 state that they run the whole class in Turkish anyway, so they don't have to translate anything. Okay? 102 do not believe that they are confident and competent users of English. They cannot ask a question in English. They cannot speak in English. And I have my serious doubts whether they can speak English or not. And let alone speaking in English. 136 claim that they learned, several exclamation marks there, English through grammar translation method. Okay, 117 do not know the theories of linguistics and psychology that gave birth to the grammar translation method. So when I say, which of the following do you think is the underlying theory? Some of them say it's humanistic approach in psychology. Some of them say cognitive psychology of Piaget, you know. So I don't even want to go into the details because it's horrifying, okay? So they have absolutely no idea. 116 believe that the new curriculum has too many grammatical objectives. How about that? Remember, they were attacking me for not having any grammatical objectives. In the questionnaire, they claim that there are too many grammatical objectives. See the inconsistency? Because they think that just because I write a sentence over there, they feel that they have to teach the grammatical structure there. Only 7 of them, remember the total number, 150, have downloaded the curriculum, and it's free from the website of Board of Education, and read it. All the others, they don't even have any idea about what a curriculum is. They think that the book is the curriculum. Okay, yeah, I love that. I have to finish the curriculum, and I go like, well, why do you have to finish the curriculum? And I love that. If you want to finish the curriculum, you go home, get into your pajamas, finish it by yourself. Çünkü the students are not finishing anything. What are you finishing? You're like, oh, I have to finish this, I have to. You finish it by yourself comfortably at home with a cup of coffee. Why are you torturing those poor kids? They're like, what is happening? Why am I doing this? And they have absolutely no idea, and they hate English. Okay, 126 say that their lessons are primarily teachers. Oh, what a big surprise, huh? Yeah. And they actually say that unless they sweat like a pig, they don't get the feeling that they have worked as a teacher. So right now, I am a 100% teacher. 129 state that teacher talk time takes 80 to 100% of class time. 102 believe that traditional grammar exercises, pure mechanical drilling, is a highly useful tool in language practice. 126 of them categorize English along with Turkish, together with music, physical education, art classes, as opposed to the other category, mathematics, science, social sciences, where it is very traditional to have a knowledgeable person coming to the class and transferring information, lecturing. Okay? So somehow they are aware of the fact that you cannot talk about English. You have to do it. Can you imagine a physical education teacher coming in front of you and saying, I'm going to teach right now physical education? Without doing, you won't learn anything, right? So English is very much like that. They're somehow aware of that fact, but they fail to apply it in the classroom. 109 believe that students are not smart enough. This actually is the word they use, smart enough to learn grammar through discovery. They go like, you don't know our students, they are all mentally handicapped. They cannot learn anything by themselves. We have to spoon feed them. Okay? And 150 believe that YDS is grammar-based. YDS is, I use the Turkish thing because I don't think that this means anything to a foreigner, for God's sake. It doesn't mean anything to me anyways. So hence they feel that they have to teach grammar explicitly. I have no objection to this. Okay? But I am 100% against this one. 98 believe that CBC is grammar-based, hence they feel that they have to teach grammar explicitly. CBC, I don't know whether you have seen it or not. I'm not a big fan, but it's definitely not grammar-based. Let me show you an example. Özcan Hocam has said it's a collection of bunch of horribly drawn pictures. Okay. But at least they try to create a kind of a context. Look, there is this wonderful, nice mouse saying, I'm very hungry. And the other mouse says something with a blank speech bubble. So what can fill in that speech bubble? Is this grammar-based? Look at the alternatives, please. What's the problem? Let's eat some cheese. You should sleep early. You should wash your hands often. If a teacher looks at this question and says, this is grammar-based, that teacher is definitely not an English teacher. Maybe a history teacher. Okay? They cannot even evaluate a question like this. Or I have this hospital room, okay? And this woman there with a little kid standing says, shh. No, not you. You can keep talking. Says, shh. You must be quiet. You must stop here. You mustn't turn left. You mustn't park here. Well, is it the best question possible? No. But is it grammar-based? Definitely not. At least there is a situation. Well, when you have, like our country, millions of kids and young people taking an exam, you have to make certain sacrifices. If you're going to give a skills-based exam, you need to invest a fortune. And they cannot trust the exams given online like TOEFL. They don't because of some other problems. I don't want to talk about those problems right now, okay? And after the questionnaire, I was so shocked with the inconsistency because at least I was hoping to hear, I believe that grammar is the miracle pill. If I can make the students swallow this miracle pill, they will speak in English, shakur, shakur, the next day. At least, but see, they don't know what they are thinking. Do they think? I'm not joking, I'm not insulting anyone, but I feel so pessimistic about my own professional group, believe me. And with the interviews, everything went even worse. Well, I invited these people individually, of course, and I said, would you like to take this interview in English or in Turkish? Only 4 said, doesn't matter. The rest, 6 of them said, in Turkish. I said, why? Don't you feel comfortable speaking in English? They said, speaking in Turkish is more natural. See, any professional group members, when they come together, they talk about their profession, using their own jargon. In our profession, our teachers don't even want to refer to it. They want to just keep it aside. Okay, I want to communicate in Turkish because you can't communicate in English. English is not a language. English is a subject matter. You only study it in the classroom. When you leave the classroom, you just switch back to Turkish, which is the only language in the world. Okay? So I said, okay, fine with me, but you're going to see the English results definitely. You won't see the Turkish results. By the way, especially one of them was so comfortable with the answers. He didn't even feel any shame. He was, kind of thing. I don't care kind of attitude he had, which was even more depressing. Okay, I said, hey, in the questionnaire, everyone said that language is for communication and grammar translation method does not teach language for communication. What do you think of that? What do you say about this? I mean, are you a user of grammar translation method? This person says this is from Zonguldak, and P1 stands for participant 1. Says, well, honestly, I'm one of them. Teaching grammar explicitly is easier and more straightforward. See, at least a knowledgeable teacher I have here. And I say, who is it easy for? For you or for the students? And she goes like, for the teacher, I guess. Because sometimes my students look at me as if I was an extraterrestrial. I try to make it as simple as possible. Well, they can produce correct forms and exercises and tests most of the time. And I say, can they communicate in English, at least in basic situations and in common contexts? And she said, no. They either consistently make errors or feel uncomfortable when speaking in English. And she added this, I know that it's not the best way to teach English. My university instructors would kill me if they saw what I'm doing in the classroom. But I have limited time and I have to cover the syllabus. This is the motto, I have to cover the syllabus. Cover it softly.